Hey guys, Cory Jean's business coming to you from my home office. Wanted to shoot a quick video here and just kind of give you guys an update on the inflation data that just came out. Inflation is being a little stickier than they originally thought, and as such, obviously, there is no rate cuts coming anytime soon. This pulled up. There's articles if you Google it, obviously you'll be able to see it. Wall Street Journal here talks about hot inflation. And you can read that hot inflation data coming in. Consumer prices rose 2.5 in March, and underlying pressures remain strong. Let's talk about what this means overall with regards to interest rates and how that pertains to your business and making money. And making money overall. As far as the interest rates go, they are not coming down anytime soon. The Fed was teasing late last year that there might be some rate cuts coming if inflation got under control. Inflation is not getting under control. As a matter of fact, there is nothing that's going to be happening before the end of this year and the pending election that's going to be helping inflation at all. The economy is slowing down. That's a fact, but that's not always enough to stop inflation. And if we're not careful, we can tip into what's called a stagflation situation, where really growth becomes stagnant, but then you still have this inflationary pressure. What's driving this specifically is the fact that there is a serious repatriation of manufacturing in the United States. This has been going on for quite a while. As you may or may not know, there is a complete demographic as well as a financial collapse happening in China. As such, companies are pulling out of China as fast as they possibly can and bringing back manufacturing to the United States. The last thing that these manufacturers want is to have more supply chain disruptions, because obviously we saw what that indicated in 21, 22 with massive supply chain disruptions. So what they're doing is they're repatriating all their manufacturing facilities to North America versus just China. And again, this is kind of a good and a bad thing. It's a double-edged sword. It is causing massive investment to happen here in the United States, Canada, Mexico, but it's also creating inflation because the jobs are so, unemployment and jobs are so strong. So when you have jobs strong and you have a bunch of investment coming in, you're going to get pressure on payrolls, you're going to get pressure on wages. When wages rise, you're always going to get inflation, or typically you're going to get inflation, especially if there is no pressure coming in, or if you will, a tailwind coming in to try to help the supply chains and try to lower costs when it comes to production. As we know, this administration, the Biden administration, has never done anything to actually help the costs of anything. Matter of fact, they've done everything to increase costs, from higher regulations on goods and services and the providing of such, manufacturing of such, the EPA, etc. Well, these things all create a scenario where it makes things more expensive to make. If it makes things more expensive to make, well, then they have to raise the prices, obviously, to offset that, hence inflation. You also have in play with that mix high fuel costs, right? We know this administration has never done anything to help lower fuel costs besides rob the oil reserves, which again brought it down to 20 cents, 25 cents a gallon for a little while. But now we see it's right back up. And the reason is because until you solve the real problem we have with gas and with fuel, which is one, drilling for more oil, but then two, adding increased refining capacity. Until we have those things in place, you're just going to keep getting this pressure on fuel prices, which again just creates a higher cost for everything to be manufactured. Fuel, energy is required to manufacture everything. Nothing is manufactured without oil and fuel and energy. And if you have an administration that is bent on keeping those prices high, well, then you're going to have pressure on manufacturing and manufacturing costs. Couple that with the strong labor market, and boom, you have inflation. We just have to make sure that we kind of avoid the stagflation situation where the economy slows to either flat or negative growth while we still have inflation. And we're teetering on it. Growth has slowed very, very, to a crawl at this point. We'll see when it comes in, but it's, the first quarter, it was very, very low, about 1%, which just right there would be negative. Now, should you panic? No, I'm not saying to panic, but there's a couple of things that you want to do here. One, if you are going to borrow any money, now's the time to do it. Interest rates are not going to be coming down anytime soon. So again, what'll happen, if anything, is interest rates will go up. If they can't get the inflation down where it's at now, and it looks like, again, we're putting all this pressure on inflation to creep back up, they'll have to raise interest rates yet again. So if you need to buy something, if you need to finance it, now's the time. I'm talking automobiles, talking houses. Housing, always a good idea to get. If you know that you're going to be in a city there for a while, you should always buy a home. Just the upside is just way, way better than downside. And prices, and that's a whole other video for another time, the prices on homes are not coming down at all, and they will not. We'll talk more about that. I'll do a video on that maybe in a couple of days. But for right now, what are we concerned with? We're concerned with hot inflation. What you have to do is you're going to have to be smarter with your money, and then you're going to have to make more money. Okay, the solution to anything that has a financial difficulty to it is always more money. If you haven't gotten my book yet, there's a link down below. Please go get my book. The audio version is free. Still sells on Amazon, obviously, quite well. My book will teach you how to increase your income and how to stay ahead of the inflation curve. Okay, this is paramount. You have to make more money. If you're a business owner, again, you're going to have to increase your sales. You're going to have to learn how to increase sales, better marketing and better sales. I have training courses on those as well. Or you can contact me. Put comments put a comment in the comment section here, and I will answer back and reply. And again, if you have a question about business, marketing, sales specifically, or how to increase sales, just hit me there, and I'll be more than happy to share some things that you can do to increase. I'm here to help. If you found this video helpful at all, please like. It helps the algorithm, helps more people to see it, which helps the channel and helps get this knowledge to more people. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.